Good morning. Here I am, waking up with so many evolving and changing situations every moment. 1st of August. Two-thirds of the year has passed. Life has slowed down. Yet, life has been so uncertain. Life has shown me many different ways. Life has touched me in multitude of ways. Life has taught me immense amount. Yet, I wake up this morning not knowing what I've learned, not knowing what is next, not knowing what's coming. But all I know is that the east coast of America is battered by storms amongst all the pandemic. As I wake up to San Francisco, the sky is telling you a story. The brightness and the shine and the brightness of life, it's somewhat gray this morning. With technology as such, I, to this day, have not seen my infant son since he's had a surgery for almost nearing 3 months. I have been doing what I can to stay focused so that I can touch and smile with him one day. Yet, as a parent, there's so much that you can do, so much that goes through your mind. At the same time, when I looked at one of the messages, somebody I know for a long time, he messaged that his brother has passed away 2 days ago. As I look down, as I can see, on a Saturday, the life on the surface in one of the busiest cities on the planet, one of the most vibrating and living cities on the planet of all tiers of life, is slow, it's frozen, it's calm, and it's hardly any movement. As the day progresses, I'm sure that cloud will lift off and the hearts, the minds, the thoughts, the emotions can heal can warm up and hope lives of everyone can heal, warm, and progress into something beautiful and bright. Even if the sun is hidden behind those low, damp clouds and chill morning, the sun is out. It has not stopped to show its sparkle and shine in parts of the world that there is no gray cloud hanging above the humans who walk the earth. I wish, and I sincerely wish, that as human beings, we must do what is necessary every day, and we can be of extension to every life. Instead of building these sky-rise towers of structures, isn't it time that we build rising and vibrating lives? Isn't it time that we can realize the importance of the value of life? Isn't it time that we can touch the lives that are closest to us and raise with them the light, the warmth, the energy, and life that's reverberating within them? It is the focus and attention to life that really matters. The forces of nature, the gentleness of the nature, the aggression and virulent behavior of nature is not in our hands, not in our control. Yet, all those forces of nature, that is what keeping us all alive and in parcel and in package with our death. Everything in our life is parceled and packaged in a polarized and more realistically, a fragile way. And that fragility is what is touching us, what is keeping us alert, what is keeping us checked, what is keeping us checked with our consciousness and our unconsciousness. A moment, a life is touched by death, we suddenly become conscious. Every other time, we seem to forget that life is throbbing within us. Everything that we thought, everything that we felt strong about is touched anytime, anywhere, any moment. And it can simply shake us. It can simply wake us. It'll simply remind us the fragile nature, the very sensitive nature of life. I am at crossroads of my life at 52. An incredible journey, a powerful journey. I touch countless numbers of people on the planet and across the world, regardless of situation. I've always walked to simply experience and to see what is life on the ground. I walked hundreds and thousands of kilometers in the last 5 months. More than I have traveled by car in this last 4 or 5 months. I have learned so much, seen so much on the ground, yet no one's ever recognized for what I have been doing. It is not the recognition of the others that's driven me to do things that are consciously reminding us about our fragility. I have written countless numbers of letters and thoughts and sent to business leaders, political leaders, leaders of society. I've left hundreds of messages on my YouTube channel about several and many different notes of what I see, what I feel, and it's almost 99% of it's become true. Because you can sense how life functions. You can sense how life functions in a given society. How life alters as the environment changes and alters. How life fluctuates, goes up and down on a given circumstances. In individual's life or in a collective society. Most of my messages have gone unheard. It's okay. I'm sure people who are close to feel sensitivity to life will hear, will know what I'm talking about. But vast majority of the people on the planet, life is all about focusing on their personal interest, personal wealth, and personal gain and personal advantage. And these towers are standing at different heights, different shapes, and different architectural model. Is an example as to how the humans behave in a given society. San Francisco being a financial capital of Western North America or Western Hemisphere, it is a reminder what we see on the surface is not what we really see in the lives of individuals on the street. As I was walking the streets yesterday with my mask on, in a new world of middle of a pandemic, a political decision to be made in 13, almost 90 days time or thereabout, 3rd of November. Uncertainties, more difficulties are hanging in the minds of the entire nation here and the entire world. Because as United States it is, it's a nation that every nation is looking up to as a privileged society, as a privileged, democratic, and free society. Every human being is looking up to this nation. I have said so much for so many years. The recognition only comes when you go and match yourself with other narcissists and self-interested individuals on the planet to say and to measure and to match their power, their financial accumulation, their greed, accumulation of greed, and what is not recognized is countless numbers of human beings on the earth walk, never get recognized for anything, but they recognize everything that is life throbbing, from an insect to a little life to a plant. So many people at given time, given place, when life is touched by many different aspects and life is tested its fragility, they turn to drugs, they turn to alcohol, they turn to crime, they become fragile, and they become extremely painful to see what can happen. Having seen most of and all of that suffering in humans, even as I was walking yesterday through the city, the videos will be online soon. In many squares, people, as the temperature was low, people with no clothes, wounds, rash wounds, unhygienic health conditions, unhygienic living conditions, on the sidewalk, on doorways that are shut since the pandemic, church doorways, streets, parks, benches. Several people asked me, could you please help me? One lady particularly asked me if I could go walk across the burger place and get her a milkshake. And I did what I could. Even when the life is touched, my own life is touched. There are so much that we can do. It is not the money that people need. It is how we manage the resources. It is not the lifestyles that we must manage. It is how, for many and many and many more, as we do not know where we will be, the life matters the most. As I wake up with so many touching and sensitive situations of my personal and global, and many tears of my connection to life and earth around me, I say, remain resilient, strong, importantly, healthy. Remain healthy with a healthy thought, pleasant emotions, pleasant energies, a pleasant body, and pleasant eyes and ears and mouth. Hopefully, one day, soon, we can all rise and shine even when there aren't enough energy and light. The energy and light and life is all around us. We need to vibrate with the same energy and frequency of life as the nature is throwing at us. It is not how much you own, how much you earned, and how much you have that shows what life means. It is how gently you walk this earth, how sensitive are you to life, and how gentle are you with your hand, your thought, your mind, your emotions, and your feet and your heart is what will determine how you are on any given place. And I wish everyone who has watched this video and who's going through difficult times and uncertain times, unknown futures, may I wish you all an amazing and an incredible journey and live a full stride, a fully fledged life to the highest possibility you can, and in turn giving an equal amount of life energy, and that you also vibrate brilliantly and shine within and around